Hi, and welcome to Brendan's Car Talk, Season 2, Episode 9. I broke my hand. And Gabriel Forza just replied to me, post cardio poop. I now understand what you mean. So last night was WrestleMania. I watched it with Alexia Nicole, Shane Saber, who just got back home at 5 o'clock to take a shower and met up with us at 6:30, and Gabriel Forza. Oh man, I need to drink something slightly cold because I have a cut on the inside of my lip. So I was going to record this one last week. It's about my 2019 resolutions or goals. I'm playing air quotes there, but you can't see it because of my broken hand. So I'm recording this Monday night, 6:46, Monday evening. And I'll be posting this tomorrow. So this is about all my resolutions and stuff, and a small little sampler for anyone listening. I am recording. My goal in 2020, April 5th, is to be in the best possible shape financially, mentally, physically in my life I've ever been in. That's my goal for next year when I'm 27. And I'll probably die that year if I have any notoriety at all, so I can be added to the 27 Club Wikipedia page. I was supposed to record last week, and on that Monday I found out that I fractured my middle finger knuckle there. On the x-ray, there's literally just a black line down 25% of my knuckle. And but I apparently fractured it 10 days beforehand. So, if I take this off, this is a weird little splint thing that they actually made for me in the Brampton Civic Hospital. I saw them form it around the mold of my hand. Oh, it's really G. So I have these two tape things here. So when I try to close my fist, instead of it just going like that, that's about as much as I can make it close. It's not perfectly. But what happened was I was at training Thursday, 10 days prior to the diagnosis. I had the broken hand 2 weeks ago. I found out that Tuesday. And I waited to go to the doctors because last weekend I wrestled Mark Wheeler for my crossbody heavyweight title on Saturday. A1 in a tag match against Space Pirates on Sunday, and a three-way tag at Smash Wrestling with John Greed versus Shane Saber, wrestling twice in one day. It was fun. Anthony Gaines, Jason Kincaid, and Facade, which will be on Smash TV, I think this week actually. But I was in denial, so I was in training. We were doing a drill where you're supposed to duck under a clothesline or roll under a leapfrog, and I went in there with the super heavyweights. I was the smallest one at 255. And, what's it called? I threw the clothesline, the guy rolled underneath, and he did a shoulder roll instead of a front roll and keeping tight, and that when I threw my clothesline, I have a fist when I throw it, and I'm not throwing a bullshit clothesline, and his boot hit me right on the knuckle. You heard a pop. I thought it was a dislocation or a sprain. I was like, fuck it, let's keep going. I trained for another 2 hours, taped it up, went to work that night, went to work the next day. I went to a Crossbody Showcase show that night, hung out at PWA Saturday, didn't go anywhere on Sunday, I believe, and then waited a week. Luckily, I was off work for that week. I went to the movies with my friends, and then my vehicle stalled out for me. So I was supposed to be in C4 on Friday. I wasn't, but I worked out with Jody Threat that night. And then wrestled the matches, realized it wasn't going down. On the podcast I posted yesterday, which I recorded 2 weeks ago on that A1 Smash Day, Shane Saber makes a joke when I'm like, I sprained my hand. It's like, no, it's swollen. You probably broke it. That's a good podcast, about an hour and a half, 2 parts. Go listen to that. And then, yeah. So I've been a little down. I can't work. I clearly haven't wrestled or trained. And I have no motivation to go to the gym right now, being completely honest. So, yeah, I guess I'll just skip to, like, the life stuff and then come back to this about motivation. But, yeah, so I didn't believe in, like, New Year's resolutions, but I made goals and, like, what I wanted to accomplish in the year. I didn't want to quit smoking. I don't smoke. I didn't want to drink less or fast food because I've been eating pretty well since May last year when I posted all my, like, health stats. But it got broken down into life, Brendan's goal, health, Albright challenge, and then content. So, I guess I'll go with the health one first. This is like, there's always those challenges and stuff on Instagram, and I want this to be mine. I would post it up if whatever, but it's a lot of warm-ups I used to do for pro wrestling when I trained at Super Kicked, and then just like seeing like what they'd say in Japan and stuff. So I wanted to sleep at least 7 hours a day. I wish I could sleep 7 straight hours, but because of work and my life and stuff, I would probably have to break that up into 2 cycles. But I now realize if I make plans like after 6 o'clock, I can go sleep after work and working out at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, sleep for like 5 hours, 6 hours would be good, do whatever, and then I'm up for whatever. But I need to be awake at 11 o'clock. So if I don't have plans at night, I'll go to sleep at like 4 or 5, wake up at 11, etc., etc. I want to, throughout the day, these are all total numbers, so a little here, a little there, and then by the end of the day, total numbers. I want to plank for 5 minutes a day, do the stairs for 30 minutes. I was doing the stairs for like 45 minutes, like 4 times a week, leading up to the Ironman match, and an hour like 3 times a week, and that got me excited. So I wanted to do mountain climbers and burpees, 250, 500 push-ups. My push-ups suck. All my strength is in my legs. So I wanted to do like squats, jumping jacks, crunches, 1,000. None of that affects my hand. So I'm going to really try hard to work on those. But before I move on to like the life stuff, like since I broke my hand, I'm feeling down. I got down to like 252 around that crossbody smash A1 weekend. And then like right now, I think I'm at like 268, 269. I hit 270 in the last week. And it's all just like feeling shitty for myself. And I won't admit that. I'm not asking for sympathy from anyone. It's just, I feel bad for myself and I'm not motivated. I realized leading up to the Ironman match for Josh, I was so scared. But then also, I'm weird when it comes to pro wrestling. I'm just dumb confident that I can go do it. I have so much self-confidence in myself, but so little self-worth. So, yeah, there's that. And then, yeah, so that's mostly, like, I want to hit these by the end of the year. And that's why I'm doing this, like, year-long challenge where I want to be the best version of Brendan Caulfield possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, etc., financially. Brendan's goals for my life. So weekly, I wanted to watch 5 movies a week, get 4 gym workouts in, 1 writing day, and perform stand-up once a week. I'm now realizing that all this can actually start getting into play in May. I did stand-up like 4 times this year. There's only been like 12 weeks, so that isn't horrible. 5 movies. I started watching movies because one of the caveats for this one was I wanted to do 2 movies in the theater throughout the month. Minimum 2 in the theater. I started going to movies every Tuesday with my group of friends, and it was awesome. Like Space Monkey was there, Mark Wheeler and his girlfriend, Shane Saber, Ulysses, Gabriel Forza, and Alexia Nicole and me were like the core group of that, so that was great. I literally canceled when I found out my hand was broken 2 weeks ago. So on the Tuesday I find out about my broken hand, I go to the walk-in clinic. I get my health card renewed because I'm an idiot and don't have a renewed health card at the point. I go there. What's it called? Oh, why am I having such a brain fart? So I go there, I do that. They send me to go get x-rays. I go home, take a nap because I'm going to watch a movie that night. I miss like 7 calls from my doctor. I then proceed to go to, I call them. They're like, yeah, you got to come in, go to urgent care. They're going to fit you for a cast. And I told my friends, I was like, hey, so I broke my hand, need to get a cast, might be late. They told me, don't worry about the movie. And I said, fuck that. I still want to watch. I forget what movie we even watched that night. I enjoyed it, though. I forgot what it was, but I enjoyed it. I think it was a comedy that I wanted to see. Because Shazam wasn't playing. Whatever. It's over my head. I have a broken hand now. But, I still made it out for the movie and stuff. And then I ended up working for 4 days with a broken fucking hand because I'm an idiot and a cast. The 4 gym workouts, I was pretty much doing that before the Josh match. I was working out like 5 to 6 times in the gym. It was great. And a writing day. So going forward, I want my Mondays to be like my reset day. So I'd message any promoters that booked me on shows during the weekend, thanking them for having me on the show. What do they want going forward, etc., etc. A day to think about stand-up, content, movie ideas, whatever I wanted to write about. Promo ideas, that'll just be my reset day. Reply to any emails I haven't replied to yet, or follow up on stuff. So yeah, I want that to be my Mondays going forward. Monthly, I want to go on 3 hikes or adventures. So, like, I'm in a park right now recording this. I went on 1 hike, like, last September, I think, on Labor Day, and it was great. Just getting lost in the woods was awesome. And then, I'm not saying that sarcastically. And then, so yeah, this one's going to be a longer one. Sorry about that. But, yeah, and then adventures. Like, I just want to meet up with my friends and go to, like, Wonderland or go on a ghost hunt or something. 2 live events. So, I watch a lot of wrestling, and I go to shows I'm not booked on, and I just hang out and watch wrestling from the merch table. So I dated a girl last summer who explained to me why, like, music festivals and concerts are this magical experience because of, like, you'll have these 2 16-year-olds that are, like, high on drugs, and then and they're just loving the music, and then you'll have, like, this 40-year-old mother with her 15-year-old daughter just enjoying it, and I'm like, oh, this is great, but I totally knew that she was the type that was on drugs at the time. So, it's legal now. Weed is legal to smoke. I ordered my first weed from the government, actually. Felt very cool doing that. Or, like, cool, not like, oh, it's cool, I'm having weed. I'm gonna cut this out. But, it just felt awesome, like, doing that online. It just felt cool. And then read 3 books. I have a broken hand. I can't play video games right now, so yeah, I read books. I just like reading books. I like reading autobiographies, different people, business stuff. I like reading business books. I like learning new skills, stuff like that. I had a wrestling category. I wanted to train once a week. I was doing that on Thursdays, sometimes even Wednesdays and Saturdays. Go to 1 show a week, 6 minimum. I was doing that a ton. I think I'm at, like, we're in the 2nd week of April. I think I counted. I'm at, like, I wrestled on 20 shows already this year, and I've attended like 25. Be in ring 10 times a month, clearly. Wrestled 20 times, training 2 times a week. That is at least 16, 32, at least like 50 times already, so I'm way over there. And then I want to have 3 notebooks. I want to have my 5-minute journal, 3-year diary, and a Q&A thing. That doesn't mean much to any of you. And then content. As I've said before, I want this to be my full-time income or part-time income. I think I'm going to be the type of person that has a bunch of part-time incomes or incomes from different areas. I hope podcasts, video content, entertainment stuff's one content, stand-up comedy is another content. Maybe I'll start performing magic again, pro wrestling, merch, etc., etc. So I want to post car talk vlogs every Monday, a random video on Wednesdays, and my vlog on Friday. I've recorded my vlog for like the better part of the last 2 years. It's just not editing and posting it. As soon as I get the A-OK about my hand on April 29th, the first vlog will go up. I was doing a Thursday to Wednesday schedule, trying to edit Thursday, post on Friday. I'm now shifting that around to finish the episode Tuesday. So it starts recording on Wednesdays, goes to Tuesday. I'll edit Wednesday, post Thursday. Because my Wednesdays and Thursdays are a little more down period. I have time. It's all about scheduling and just figuring out your schedule. Some of the random videos I want to do, I wanted to do a thing called Bootlego, where it's like I just built bootleg Lego sets. Adventures, unboxing, random YouTube video stuff. My podcast, this is Brendone, Wednesdays every week. I'm on episode 15 now. I just need to edit it with Shane Saber. I have 2 other episodes, one with Tarek and Brent, and another with Kingdom and Brent that I have to put up. Brent Banks, obviously. And then the future, in April, I want to start doing tech videos and streaming games. But, life happens. It's okay. Just readjust and refocus, like I've said before. So I need to take my own advice and stop talking shit, pretty much. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I mentioned that project. That's the only time I'm ever going to mention it again. And then, yeah, just going forward, I want to do that. And one of the things I mentioned, my major goals for this year, I want to be a top 10 guy in Ontario for wrestling by the end of the year. I want to be wrestling every single weekend. I want to be on every show. I want to move out into my own apartment in January. That's the secondary goal, and that's how it's balancing professional life with wrestling and then personal life with my own health and stuff. So yeah, and then having my own space, I can record the podcast and stuff for GTA Wire that I've always wanted to do. I was actually talking to Gabriel Forza about it, so yeah, I'll talk more about that with them tomorrow, actually. So yeah. Anyways, just thanks for watching this. I know it's longer, but any and all times, Wade, thank you very much. He was the one whose boot it was I punched, but I fucking love him. Thanks for watching these. I hope these mean something to someone. And coming up this week, this Car Talk vlog is being posted today, Tuesday, April 9th. Yes, April 9th. Yesterday I posted, late last night, I posted my podcast. I think it's episode 14 or 15. With Shane Saber. On Thursday, I'm posting a podcast with Brent Banks and Tarek. On next Tuesday, next Monday, I'm posting a podcast with Brent and Kingdom. And then this weekend, I'm in Sarnia for Destiny Wrestling on Friday with a broken hand. I'm going to try to work through this. hoping to return to work Monday next week, if not the week after, because I need money. Destiny Wrestling for Sarnia this Friday. Barry Wrestling Saturday versus Tyson Dukes and John Greed for the heavyweight title. Sunday, Wrestling Triple Threat match for NSW in Hamilton against Easy Eric Kearney, and Young Miles. And then that night, Alpha One Wrestling, later that afternoon. I think it's like a 12 o'clock show and then the 4 o'clock show. I'm doing something, so gather around at Brendone C, Brendan Caulfield for stuff, at Holden Pro, Holden Albright for stuff. Thank you so much for following along on this journey. Let's fucking kick this in the ass. And send me a message at Brendan_Caulfield@hotmail.com. Just DM me stuff. Yeah. Thanks.